Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hey, I wanted to just do a real quick video to show you how we are using a fallen tree. It's a cedar tree from our property. It fell about 6 months ago. We are actually milling it up to make board and batten and lap siding, and then I'm going to show you what we're building. There's a hint. So we're milling up the cedar tree based on the dimensions of how thick the logs are. What we're trying to get is some 10-inch board here, and then we have the batten back there, and then we have our lap siding there. We have them cut at 4 inches. I'm not exactly sure what the middle one is, and then here we're about 10 inches, and we'll show you how we do that. Now that we have them all slabbed, we put them back on here with the bark side up. And the first cut is just gonna be to take that bark off and to make a straight level edge. And then we'll flip them all over and we'll measure from the bottom up 10 inches and we'll make our last cut. All right, we're about halfway done with the poultry palace. So right now we have, gosh, Case, how many geese do we have?
So far we have
5 geese. We have 10 ducks, 20 some odd chickens, and 7 turkeys. Yeah. 15 meat birds. Yeah, and so we need a place for them all to go. So what I really wanted to show you was the way that we were working with this green lumber. We milled most of this lumber, or most of all of this lumber is from our property that we milled. There was a handful of 2x4s that we had, and so we just decided to use that. So what we have here is we're gonna do board and batten, and then we have lap siding. Now the lap siding, pretty self-explanatory, but what we did do is in between those joints, we actually just used some joint flashing, because what happens is when all of this wood dries, there's going to be a crack there that's going to be bigger than anything that we fill with caulking. It's just going to separate, water's going to get in there, and then we're just going to have a mess. Now the way that we did this board was we made sure to actually just do it nail right here in the center, because again, when it shrinks, what we don't want is we don't want it to be tacked on this side and then have it all crack. And let's come take a look at how we did the batten part. So here you'll see this side is finished. How gorgeous is that? That's some really pretty wood. So when we attach the batten, it covered all that space. So when the boards do shrink, the nice thing is it's going to be covered anyways. And then we actually just did it right in the center of that board. So pretty simple. So that is kind of how you mill and build with green lumber. So there you have it. There is building with your own lumber from your own property. Stay tuned or watch the next video to actually see the finished product.